We can start. Yeah, we can start and tell me and summarize everything for me.
Well, good day. My name is Tsepo Laki Montana, a member of parliament, but today I'm here at the Brook Lane police station in Pretoria to address a personal matter. To be more specific, a tax matter. I'm here to lay a case of fraud and criminality against the Commissioner of the South African Revenue Services, Mr. Edward Kieswetter, as well as some of the officials in the South African Revenue Services. Many of you are aware that for the past 5 years, I've been having an ongoing battle with the South African Revenue Services regarding my tax affairs. And I've been in and out of court dealing with this particular matter. And to my shock, I found that I've been made to believe that a court had ruled on the 11th of August 2022 that I'm owing SARS an amount of just over 44 million. And I think over the years it has moved from 44 million to become 55 million rands, which means they've applied interest and the 220% penalties on that amount. But to my shock, I just learned recently, when I was going for a rescission application, that in fact the court judgment doesn't exist. That there was never a judge that said and made the decision that I owe SARS that amount of money. This is abuse of power by the South African Revenue Services. It's basically they deciding that I'm owing them an amount, and when I rejected that amount, they didn't even bother to go to court. They just issued a statement. But in the process of trying to catch me, they committed the biggest fraud of all times. We have a situation where when we requested documents, the court order, the actual judgment, we can't even put our hands on those. And when we look at the documents they've given to us, there are different case numbers on this particular issue. So it is very important that South Africans realize where we are. We are dealing with criminal state, a criminal state, where organs of state, which are supposed to protect all of us, are themselves involved in criminality. So a conduct of fraud, a criminal conduct, has been committed by the Commissioner of SARS and his team, not only in violation of, in breach of the Criminal Procedure Act, but they've done so in breach of what we call the Tax Administration Act. They've done so also in respect of other laws that we have in the country. So I'm here. In fact, on the other hand, whilst I'm perplexed by this entire development, I'm also quite happy to know that I'm actually not owing SARS a cent. I think that I intend to lodge an agent court application. They were busy with proceedings to sequestrate me, but I know that even that sequestration application or proceedings are based on illegality. They are not based on the law. They are assuming, or they start on the basis that there was a court order obtained in August 2022. And to my shock, and to the shock of my family, we realized that in fact, there was never in the first place such a court judgment. SARS, the Commissioner of SARS and his people decided that they are a law unto themselves. They are about the law. So they chose that we are not going to go to court. We're just going to write the judgment. We're going to write the wreaths of executions as if there was a court judgment. But today I know that there's none, and I'm here to report the crime with the police. And I'm hoping that the commissioner and his people will come and explain which judge on what day, and that they explain the different court or rather case numbers that we've seen in all their documents. Thank you.